I came from a divorced family, and my dad wasn't really around very much. My mother did get remarried, and I had a brother. We were 9 years apart. I had trouble focusing and remembering things, so I didn't do very well in school. I just felt lonely, and I mean, I did go out and have fun like a regular kid, but deep down inside, I just was longing for love, and just didn't realize it, and struggled with depression at an early age. And just to escape getting out of mom's house and not having to follow rules, and just wanting to be loved, I got pregnant while I was still in high school, and ended up getting married. And so things went downhill from there, because I was just a child and I wasn't ready to be a mother or a wife. I was at home taking care of this little baby, and I was just a baby myself, and I was ready to escape at this time after I had had the baby. It was too much. It was a lot of pressure, and I went out a lot. Started drinking a lot. Since I was 17 until now, I wouldn't look at myself. I didn't want to see the wrong that I was doing, and I didn't want to see how it's hurting people around me. And my first daughter, and all the pain that I've caused my children, it just makes me emotional. So that's where my drug abuse started. After that, I had finally gotten a hold of Xanax, and if you remember, I struggled with depression at an early age in my life. So I started to depend on this drug, and it made me feel alive, and it made me feel confident, and I wasn't alone anymore. And that drug led me into all the drugs that I've used, and it's ruined my life. I didn't know God at an early age in my life, so every time something really turned ugly in my life, I did turn to him, but I wouldn't stay with him for very long. I always ventured off to go and find love that I needed, and it was usually in drugs or a man. I started working 2 jobs and wore myself out, and was very stressed out, raising kids and living on my own and doing everything, and before I knew it, I was back on drugs. Struggling as that single mother, trying to provide, and I worked the 2 jobs and went back to using again. And each and every time I picked it back up, I cared less and less about myself, and it was harder and harder to pull myself back up. Couldn't take care of my kids anymore. I couldn't take care of myself. I spun out of control. I was depressed, and I didn't clean my house anymore. I was angry. I was mad at God. I just didn't think God saw me, and I didn't have much hope. And so I turned back to drugs again, and I would use drugs and read the Bible. And then I don't know why, but somewhere at the 2-year mark, I got down on my knees, and I asked God to forgive me. After praying for I don't know how long, but asking for help, God told me to get up and pack a bag and go. And that's what I did. And I knew as I packed the bags that I was looking around my place, and I was leaving everything behind except for the clothes I had in these few bags. I remember telling God, look, I'll go wherever you send me. Send me away from here. Because then, we both knew that I needed to get out of the town I was in. And I told him that I was searching for a new life, and that I would start a new life wherever he sent me. When I got here, I was quite angry, and I really didn't talk to anyone. I just picked up the Bible. When I first picked it up, it didn't really reach out to me at all, but I just kept reading it anyway because I needed to find something, And I don't know when it reached out to me, and I don't really remember when I surrendered to God, but I did. That was the only way my life would be good and be saved, and I could get help, as if I just surrendered to him. It feels great to be able to wake up in the morning and get out of bed and, you know, live a good life and not have to walk in shame and guilt. I can tell you how it feels to be loved by God. It feels great. My name is Betsy, and I am a disciple.